I've got a good one for you guys today. Hope you're all doing well. It's Joshua Elbow. In the video today, I just started looking into swing trading, day trading, not necessarily options trading yet, but all these different type of things. My personal goal, again with this whole channel, is to, I guess I kind of pivoted into finding ways. Everybody wants to make more money, but everybody wants to do it with the least amount of resistance and effort and all that type of stuff. So I wanted to find ways with the mentorship group. If I can say to somebody, here's a way that I've made $1,000 a month for multiple months in a row, or 5,000 or 10,000 or 13,000 or 21,000, whatever the number is, right? Let's say 1,000 just because it's very simple to get from 0 to 1,000. It's very, very simple. If I can show them consistent results of, okay, I did 1,000 this first month and then 500 the next month and then 2,000 the next month, I can charge from a coaching standpoint. One, I get to change their life, so regardless of the money. But purely, if it was me buying it, I like to do everything from a value standpoint. So I can't go to someone and say, hey, pay me $1,000 for coaching, pay me $2,400 for coaching, pay me $5,000 for coaching, but I can't show you results that I've consistently made that much a month or over X period. Because if I go to you and say, hey, pay me for coaching, it's $100 a month, but I'll show you how to make $1,000 a month, and here's my results for the past 3 to 8 years of making more than that. It's simple. It's just, okay, do I trade 100 for 1,000? Sure. Are you willing? But then it turns into, am I willing to commit to that? Because the dollar investment is a commitment, and then they're willing to do the work. So that's why I started to look into swing trading. I've been following a big shout out. Zip Trader is the name of the YouTube account that I've been following mostly. TechBud Solutions, Ricky Gutierrez is also pretty good too, but I haven't watched too much of his stuff. A lot of my focus and time has been spent watching Zip Trader. His name's Charlie. Phenomenal dude, phenomenal videos, communicates the way that I enjoy. Like I absolutely love the way it's just simple to the point, direct strategy, not rambling about stupid shit. And he throws some comedy in there, so it's a dope channel. So big shout out to them. But here is my first trade that I went with. That was actually a pretty stupid and bad trade. I've made good trades, I've made bad trades, but here's my first one. I'm trading with a $10,000 account. And this is where we're at so far. Again, on my risk on this one, I've only made, what, 10, 20 trades? 18? Only made 18 trades so far, and I've been doing it. My first trade was on September 17th. So today's the 18th of October, so it's been 1 month, 1 day. But most of my trades didn't start till the 23rd, so just under a month, let's say. And it's been cool to learn. Like, the biggest association I take with the two, I'll make another video more about this, but it's like, it's risk asymmetry, or it's asymmetrical risk reward, and it's kind of like marketing and kind of like a business. Like, you spend X amount of time. It's like investing, but it's not investing. But it's like gambling, but it's not gambling. Like, there's a bunch of correlations. I'll make a separate video about that. But let's just break down this first specific trade by itself. So I bought IEP, Icon Enterprises. I love this stock from an investment standpoint because it's an MLP and it has a 10 to 12% distribution depending on the stock price is at. And because it's an MLP, you don't pay taxes on the dividend distribution until you sell the share. So if you held it forever, then you're fine. I believe, to the best of my knowledge, I might be wrong, but you don't pay taxes on the distribution. I bought it on September 17th, bought 40 shares at $67 a piece. Total on that is 40 times 67.56, 2,700 on that. I don't have the totals for these. My stop loss was at 65. So on the 40 shares, I was willing to lose just, what was that, 8 and 16? I like to set it up where my take profit is at about a $200 range, 150 to 200, which it should be 200 because I need to be more disciplined on that side and like not let my winner ride, but like don't sell early, don't pull early. That's one of the areas I guess you can take away. I feel like I let my losers go down all the way to the stop loss, but occasionally, like if you look in here and here, instead of letting it get all the way to 200 and waiting, I pulled them early. So first trade was down $100. As you can see, I sold at the stop loss of 65. No, it had to have been something different because it was number of shares. Oh yeah, no 40. That is right. Sold at my stop loss of 65. I was willing to lose the $100, but my take profit would have been it would have been about a $200 profit. Win lose. This is to calculate my win percentage. Right now I'm shooting 50%, so half of my trades are right, half of my trades are wrong. But because my strategy is I'm willing to lose $100 at max, but I'm willing to gain $200, so I can be right only 33% of the time and still be profitable. Let's break down the actual trade itself. So I got in on 9/17 at 67.56. Let's do a 20-day. Ooh, actually, we might have to use the 180-day. So on 9/17, we're looking at right about here. So for one, I believe, was it below the, I might not have a 180-day indicator. Yeah, I don't even have a 180-day. So at the time, I guess I probably wasn't even using the 180-day SMA line. So that would have been one indicator that it was on a downtrend. On the 17th, which is right here, if I look at the RSI, it's at what, about, it's at fair value, so it's probably at about 45, but it's not necessarily oversold. I would have been better off buying on the 3rd of the month where it's oversold, and then on the confirmation where it breaks this, but then it broke back under. Not sure, but yeah. When it broke, it would have been a better trade if I would have bought on the 3rd/4th. When it was oversold, coming out of the oversold, wait for the confirmation over the SMA line here, and then from there, riding it out from a, let's say about a 65 to a 67, which is almost the same trade because my stop loss is at 65. But the biggest thing here was it wasn't oversold when I purchased on the 17th, and it literally just wasn't, it made no sense to trade. I didn't have my Bollinger Band set, I didn't have my MACD set, I didn't have my 180-day standard moving average set. Let's look at the big chart, auto zoom. Where's the 16th? Right about here. So there's no, the only thing I was looking at mainly, I guess, was that there was a huge dip from here, but that doesn't justify buying. So that's why this was a bad trade. It was not oversold on the RSI. It was not above the 180-day standard moving average. I don't think it even fucking confirmed, that's how bad of a 9/17. Yeah, the confirmation was here. So I guess that's not awful, but I bought it here. So I can't even pretend like I was like using this confirmation. Yes, it was confirmed above the SMA line for the 9-day, but still, it wasn't a good trade. So that's why this was a bad trade. Wasn't oversold. Didn't buy it when it initially confirmed. And there was, again, here's not something else we can even look at. There's no fucking volatility in here between 16, like there's no volatility in this to make it look tradable. We want to trade with the volatility wise. That's what I'm being taught, at least. So that's why it was a bad trade. Don't make the same mistake. $100 down first day on 9/17/19.